it's April from April's Home, and today I'm here with my November Azure Standard haul. Most of the items that I needed from Azure Standard this month were produce items, fresh items, some dairy items, and produce items, and only a couple of items for my pantry. So let's go ahead and get started over here. This is one of my favorite ways to buy onions, celery, and carrots for the freezer. These are 5-pound boxes of diced onions, diced celery, and diced carrots, little cubes of carrots, perfect size for soups, and it makes it really quick. Of course, I really love using my fresh onions and fresh celery and fresh carrots, but these are so nice to have in the freezer just in case I don't get a chance to go pick these up in person at the store, that I always have everything on hand to make quite a few recipes, especially soups, of course. So today when I'm done filming here, I'm going to go ahead and open these boxes up and package them individually in freezer bags and get them in my freezer in usable size portions, because it would be a little difficult to fit these big boxes in my freezer currently. So I'm going to get those bagged up individually and ready for some delicious soups and stews and things like that. Next, I had to order some eggs. My chickens are currently finishing up their molting. They had a little bit of a difficult time because we went from nearly 80-degree weather one week to freezing and even a little bit of snow on the ground only like a week and a half later. So their molting process is a little difficult for them right now. It's kind of a quick molt, quick change from really hot weather to really cold weather, so they are not laying very well right now. So because of that, I needed to order some eggs, especially with all of my holiday baking and cooking coming up. So I ordered a couple dozen of these Gwendolyn's organic eggs, which I really enjoy. And then a big box here of some delicious cremini organic mushrooms. I'm excited. I'm gonna make a pot roast today. I'll probably toss a few in with that. And then the rest of these will find their way into soups this coming week. Speaking of soups and stews, fall and winter are my favorite time of year to make a lot of soups and stews, and I love using turnips in my soups and stews as well as rutabagas. So I got a big bag of turnips. Turnips are delicious. I don't use rutabagas as often, but I do love especially using them in some of my fall and winter soups. So got a big bag of rutabaga as well as the turnips. I got a 4-pack of pomegranates here. My kids have always really enjoyed pomegranates, and it's that holiday time of year, so I thought that those would be nice to have on hand for the family, just in case they want to open up a pomegranate and enjoy that. And then I got a big pack here of the Gina Marie old-fashioned cream cheese. I love the shape of this. I'm going to use, this is a pretty big pack here, so I'm going to use some of this for some cheese spreads that I make, and then I also like just slicing off a bit of cream cheese and pouring pepper jelly over that to serve as an appetizer with crackers. It makes a really wonderful cracker spread. So we have plenty of cream cheese for that. And I also got a big bag of these really nice, fresh looking little yellow potatoes. Again, these will find their way into a pot roast this evening as well as soups next week. Got a cabbage here, a beautiful little perfect cabbage again for all of those soups coming up, and then some celery also for all of our soups and cooking. It's definitely that season where I love to have a nice pot of soup going multiple times throughout the week, either soups or stews or pot roasts. So I definitely wanted to stock up on ingredients for that. And I also got a big bag of kale. I love adding kale, again, to my soups. It's wonderful in lentil soup and in bean soup and things like that. I recently made a soup similar to a zuppa toscana, and that also, I put a ton of kale in that. It was absolutely delicious. So got another big bunch of kale. And then also over here, I got a wonderful favorite from Alexandra Family Farm. This is the A2A2 eggnog that they have this time of year. I was so excited. It looked like it was going to be out of stock, but it came in stock just in time for my order. So I was really, really excited about that. I got 3 bottles of that so that we have enough for the whole family. And then I also picked up one of our regular A2A2 milks. These are wonderful. This is whole milk, and it's got a top here of cream that is wonderful to put in our coffee. And otherwise, it's just a really great milk. So we're stocked up on milk products there, and also our butter. We got 4 boxes of butter. With all the holiday cooking and baking, I go through a lot of butter this time of year, so I figured I'd order 4 more. And then with all the soups and things that I'm cooking, I wanted to stock back up on broth. I'm going through my broth rather quickly lately, so I picked up 3 more boxes of the chicken broth. I also decided to try some whole millet. I have seen recipes over the years for millet, and I've never really cooked with it, so I just bought a small bag here. This is a little 5-pound bag, so I could try out some of those recipes that I have that I've been eager to try out. So got a bag of whole millet. And I got a couple bags here of the dried cranberry. These are 2 1-pound bags. I use these mostly in holiday baking. I make a delicious white chip and cranberry cookie for Christmas every year. I may make 2 batches, that's why I bought 2, and if not, I'll use some in some cranberry bread. So a couple pounds of dried cranberries, and then a jar of some delicious Concord grape juice. I love having these glass bottles of juice on hand. They're really good shelf-stable juices. So picked up that for the pantry. And we have here the Azure Standard December sales flyer. Can look through that for my December order. And lastly, another big 20-pound box of yams here. We loved the last box that we had. They were delicious yams. It's so nice cooking these up. My husband and I like them, and so does our dog. We love to cook these up and have a couple extra when we cook them up to put in with our dog's food. He really loves that. So got a nice big box of sweet potatoes. That'll be nice to have with dinner throughout the rest of this month. So that is our Azure Standard order. A lot of wonderful produce and items for cooking throughout the rest of November. I thought I would add in the clip here of how I packaged up my onions, celery, and carrots. I've used my food saver, and I've measured in 2 cups of onions, 2 cups of celery, and 2 cups of carrots into each bag. I was able to get 7 bags like that, as well as a little bag of about 1.5 cups of onions and another small bag with just the leftovers here. So plenty of celery, onions, and carrots ready to go for all of the soups that I'll be making in the upcoming months. So that is my Azure Standard order for November. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at that. If you are interested in checking out Azure Standard for yourself, I will have a link, a personalized link in the description box below, and you can go there and check out all of their wonderful products for sale. As you can see here, lots of beautiful, beautiful produce. I love Azure Standard produce. So I am really happy with this order. I hope everyone is having a wonderful November so far. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.